Sarah, congrats on getting married. I can't believe my childhood best friend is getting married. I'm almost as happy as if I were the one getting married. I hope you have a happy marriage.
I'm happy to hear that from you, Mary. Thanks for making time for me today.
Miles seems like a good guy. You're lucky that you get to marry such a wonderful person.
Yeah, you're right. It almost scares me how perfect he is. I should really be grateful for being so blessed.
Well, it might be true that he only shows his perfect side to you. He even told me that himself.
Huh? What is this about?
Oops. This was supposed to be a secret. Sorry, it's nothing. Don't worry about what I said.
You talked to Miles in secret?
Don't worry about it. I'm looking forward to the wedding ceremony.
But I'm kind of curious about what's going on. Why won't you tell me? Anyways, I'm really nervous about the ceremony. I need to lose weight.
I'll be giving speech, right? Since I am your bestest best friend after all.
Oh yeah, I was planning on asking you. Is that okay? I know that you might be busy with work, but I would love for you to give a speech as you're my best friend.
Of course! I'll celebrate your wedding as if it were my own. I'm looking forward to giving a speech too.
I didn't expect you to be so thrilled about it. Thanks again for everything.
Okay, so I'll have a meeting with Miles about the speech. Leave it to us.
What? Why do you have to write the speech with Miles? Did you guys exchange numbers?
Yes, we did. That's okay, right? I'm single now anyways.
The fact that you're single shouldn't matter in this situation. I don't mind that you two exchange contacts, but I wish that you had asked me first. You guys secretly exchanging numbers behind my back just doesn't sit right with me.
Oh, really? Don't you think you're looking into things too much?
Maybe I am. Sorry. I'll try to forget about it. But why do you have to meet with him to plan the speech?
I thought that it might be hard to write the speech without consulting with him first. But don't worry. I'll make sure that you get to listen to a lovely speech on your wedding day. Miles and I will work hard on it. This is our first time working together on something.
Hold on, Mary. Aren't you acting a little strange? Shouldn't working together on something for the wedding be done by the bride and groom? It sounds weird when you put things that way.
Well, I guess you're right. Sorry. I'm just in a good mood since meeting such a hot, smart guy.
Huh? I'm glad that you're in a good mood, but keep in mind that's my fiancé. You understand that, right? You said you wouldn't do the kind of stuff you did before.
I said I'll never do that ever again, so don't worry. You know that was back in high school anyways, right? Just forget about it since that happened so long ago.
Even if it was a long time ago, and even though I've forgiven you, I will never be able to forget what happened, since you stole my boyfriend.
I said don't worry about it. You worry too much.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I worry too much. Okay, see you later. Thanks for helping me with the ceremony. You're coming over today, right?
Something came up today, so I don't think I can make it.
Again? That's been happening a lot lately. Are you busy with work, or are you spending time with friends?
There are a lot of friends that I want to see before we get married.
Why? Can't you just see them after we get married?
I'm worrying about things too, you know? I know that I have to get things together since we're getting married. I have to be good for you. Sometimes I feel pressure too, you know?
Huh? Pressure? You shouldn't have to worry about that. You're already perfect. Even if you weren't perfect, I'd still love you.
About that.
What? What are you trying to say?
Never mind.
I haven't received any messages from Mary lately. Do you know anything? She said she would consult you about the speech she's giving.
Yeah, she's been coming to me for advice.
She has? So that means you've been in contact with her.
Yeah, basically.
What do you mean? You're being so vague.
Really? Okay, gotta go now.
If you get a message from Mary, can you let me know? Also, it'd be great if you could tell her to text me.
Okay, I'll let her know. We're meeting now.
Huh? What?
See ya.
Hold on, why? You respect her commitments more than mine. What's that about?
I'm gonna have to cancel on you today.
Huh? What are you saying?
I know that you trusted me with the speech, but sorry, I can't make it. As your best friend from preschool, I really was rooting for you. and your amazing partner.
Today's the wedding ceremony. What do you mean you're canceling? Why can't you make it?
I don't know if it's that I can't go, but more like the ceremony will be canceled.
Huh?
You still haven't gotten any texts from Miles?
Hold on a second. I got a message, but what's going on? He said he's going on vacation with you? Are you seriously thinking about running away together? This has got to be a joke. Is this some sort of a prank?
I wish it was.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm sorry, but it seems as though Miles has fallen in love with me. And I love him too. He told me he can't marry you anymore. I met with him to talk about the speech, but we accidentally fell in love. We can't help but be attracted to each other. Maybe you weren't good enough for him.
Do you hear yourself? What you're doing is despicable. You should rethink what you've done while you still can.
There's nothing I can do about accidentally falling in love. Even though he's my best friend's boyfriend, I think he likes me more now. So you might as well just give up.
The fact that you don't even feel guilty shows how low of a woman you are.
While talking to him about the speech, we accidentally had an affair. Don't come looking for us.
What the heck are you talking about?
I'm sorry for backstabbing you, but we're running away for love. So don't get in between us, okay?
The fact that you guys try to run away on the wedding day is the stupidest idea I've ever heard. I won't say anything bad about you. Just come back now, okay? I shouldn't forgive you for this. And we should really discuss this seriously in person. But since my parents are involved today, can't you just come back already?
Bye, see ya. Oh, thank you again, Sarah, for introducing me to Miles. Thank you so much.
You're so messed up for this. Are you even listening? I heard that you got arrested. You probably shouldn't have done this, you know?
How are you able to find us so quickly? It's not possible. Our plan to run away is ruined.
Did you forget that we were childhood friends? And that most of my relatives are cops? They were able to track you down. You could have probably predicted this outcome if you had thought this through.
Oh, yeah. But why didn't you just let us go? Why can't you just let us be happy? If you were really my best friend, shouldn't you wish the best for me?
I could say the same for you.
How come?
Miles was originally my fiancé. In high school, when you stole my boyfriend, you said that you would never do that again. When I announced my wedding plans, I even reminded you of this. But you never learned, so you got close to him. Well, the fact that Miles fell for you is on him. I can't argue with the fact that we won't be getting married now.
So why then? Why did you bring us back?
You still don't understand, do you?
What?
Your parents and Miles' parents were sobbing, begging for forgiveness. And yet you still have the audacity to act in such a way with no morals at all.
I get that they were crying, but...
And now all of Miles' co-workers know. Now he can't work at the company anymore.
I know that. He was planning on quitting and going on vacation with me anyways. He's been saving up money so we could get by easily for a few months.
A few months? Then what's your plan for your life after that? You think that taking away Miles' career was the right decision?
If it's for love, then why not? We'll figure out his job and career later.
You're not a child anymore, so don't think that's a valid excuse. Even though you took him away from me, you could have done it so in a better way. Especially since you made a mess of our wedding ceremony that cost us a lot of money. Your thoughtlessness is what got us into this mess.
You got your fiancé stolen, so now you're being mean.
I was actually trying to give you some advice. You've seriously annoyed all the people that were planning to attend the wedding ceremony. I just thought I would try to understand your unhinged actions, considering the fact that you were my best friend. But from now on, I'd rather just get revenge.
Huh? About what?
I will make sure that you pay for the damages.
What damages? Why?
We didn't end up getting married. But we were engaged, we lived together. And the wedding was cancelled on the day. Isn't it expected that I should be reimbursed by you two for the damages you've caused?
Yeah, that makes sense, but I don't have enough money for all that.
It's a waste of time if you try to get your family to pay. Since my parents and yours have been talking, they're planning on disowning you. Same with Miles' parents.
They seriously said that.
That's why you guys can't depend on anyone. Miles has already lost his job, and all his savings will be returned to me to pay for the damages. But feel free to run away in love. However, I will be compensated first.
That's so cruel of you. My savings are practically non-existent. How do you expect me to pay for everything? Why did we even try to run away?
So you're just now realizing that the compensation fees are pretty hefty, huh? You should have just acted like an adult and talked to me. We could have canceled the wedding beforehand. After having discussed things as adults, then you two could have been together. Wouldn't that have been easier?
But nothing can be changed even if you tell me that now. Why didn't you tell me this before? Then I could have thought things through.
Was I supposed to predict that my best friend would steal my fiancé from me? To be honest, I did think things were off. But since we're adults now, I didn't think you would go that far. This is just the result of what you've done. You two aren't even adults. You're a couple of terrible people.
You don't have to go there.
You guys will lose your earnings and savings. So I hope that you can work hard in your new life together.
Sarah, wait. Don't you think you're being too harsh? How do you think we can start a new life like this?
Who cares? You're the one who chose this path for yourself. Trying to run away again will just waste your time. My family will be able to track you down in an instant. Bye. Don't forget to pay for the damages. You can't run, so you better face the consequences. In the end, Sarah cut off ties with Mary. Mary and Miles were abandoned by their parents, were kicked out of their homes, and had to pay for the damages. Miles had sent an email to his company saying that he would quit. So even if he was willing to swallow his pride, he wouldn't be able to go back. He lost all his earnings, and his earnings all went to paying for the damages. Mary and Miles started their poor life together. They thought they had found love, but with a difficult life financially, they couldn't handle all the fighting, so they broke things off. Once they knew this is what was coming for them, they regretted ever trying to mess around and run away together. Unfortunately, this is the result of their foolish actions. Arnold, when are you coming to see Dad?
Darn, I'm really busy now. I don't know when I'll be able to go.
That's what you said last time, and you never come. Dad's already been in the hospital for 6 months.
He's been in there for 6 months and he's not getting any better. Isn't it too late?
Don't say that! Do you have to be so straightforward?
So that's really the deal?
And that's why you need to come see him. Don't you understand?
He doesn't want to see me. He only considers you to be his child.
I don't think so. How much has he done for you in the past? You really should be the one taking care of him now.
I told you, I'm busy. Even my wife is out working now. We don't have time to spare like you.
I have enough things on my plate too, you know? You went to college for 2 extra years, and Dad is the one that paid for it. He even repaid the debt you made from doing who knows what. It should be a priority to take time out to come see him.
All right. I'll go when I can. You seem to be trying to criticize me. But think about it. It's Dad that raised me like this.
Huh?
Mom died when we were still in elementary school, and we were left alone at home. We were deprived of a normal family life. Bailing me out is the least he can do. I became like this because I was deprived of love.
Are you serious? Dad did the best he could to raise us while working. He came to our school events. He always took us on a trip during vacations.
Like I said, that's the least he can do. All parents are obligated to do that. He never did anything special.
Put yourself in his shoes. After knowing what it's like to work for a living, do you think you can raise kids and do chores while working on your own? I'm able to appreciate what he did for us, now that I'm out working.
Yeah. Ruby, stop trying to be such a good little girl.
That's so not the point right now.
You were raised with more care than me anyways. That's why you see him differently.
Dad raised us both the same.
Uh-huh. He was always hard on me. I only have memories of him scolding me.
That's because you were a bad kid. Stealing, getting arrested. It's all your doing. You were even held back in college for skipping too many classes.
The rashness of youth. Everyone goes through that kind of stuff.
Not me. Anyways, what's important is to reflect on what you've done, good or bad.
Yeah, you'll never understand how I feel.
Of course I won't. I'm not you. But I can still imagine. You were just easy on yourself.
Yeah, you're such a good girl and I'm just a failure. Think what you want.
Don't be such a child. Don't expect to have much more time to see him. You really should have a talk with him, for the both of you. I know your relationship with him wasn't great these past years. But this is your last chance.
Okay, I got you. I'll go when I can. I'm busy, don't bother me anymore. You really irritate me.
Arnold! Answer my call!
What do you want? I'm tired from work.
Dad's in critical condition. He might not make it past tonight.
Is that so?
That's all you have to say? You're not coming?
I'm busy tomorrow too. I need to rest.
This really might be your last chance.
Is he even conscious?
No.
Then what's the point? There's nothing to talk about anyways.
Just come. Be by his side.
That's what you're there for. He'll probably die from shock if I suddenly show up.
Don't joke around. Please, just come.
My wife's tired too. And she takes forever to get ready. It'll be too late.
You don't need any preparations, right? Just come alone for now. Coming alone is enough.
Nah, I can't. I've been forgetting to renew my driver's license. She has to drive me.
Just call an Uber.
That's a waste of money.
I'll give you the money, so just get over here.
I told you I'm not going.
This might be your last chance.
I really don't give a crap. That old fart.
What?
I haven't told you this, but I went to ask him for money like right before he got hospitalized. But he turned me back. Now I'm drowning in debt.
You were trying to borrow money again?
Yeah, I needed it for investing.
Why would you invest money you don't have?
I was just trying to repay him for all that he's done for me. I needed to make an investment for that, but he let me down.
You don't repay someone by asking them for more money. What's wrong with you? It's all on you.
Whatever. It's because of him I have this debt now.
How is it his fault?
By the way, how much can I expect to inherit from him?
I don't know. How could you worry about inheritance at a time like this?
I think this is the time to be worrying about inheritance. You must know, there's no way he hasn't discussed it with you. Tell me.
I heard it's like $760,000.
Whoa, seriously? Just half of that would be enough for me.
Don't get your hopes up.
Is that why you were so devoted to taking care of him? You should have told me he had so much. I would have helped too.
That's not my intention.
Then can I have it all?
Go ahead. I don't need any money.
Ruby, don't forget you said that, okay? You'd better waive your right to inheritance and tell me when he dies. I'll go to the funeral.
You're despicable. What's with that condolence money? Are you out of your mind?
What? Because it was 32 cents? That's more than enough for him. At least I went to the damn funeral.
Go to hell.
Dad's the one going to hell. If he lent me the money, I would have been able to pay my condolences.
You and your wife seem to be dressed quite nicely, despite you drowning in debt. And you rolled up in a luxury car. Do you really have debt? If you can afford those things, you should be able to pay more than you did.
I bought those in anticipation of inheritance money. After all, it is $760,000.
Quite some splurging. And you haven't even received the inheritance yet. You two are something.
It's gonna be all mine in a matter of time. Don't tell me you're having second thoughts.
No.
Good. 'Cause it's too late now.
How low can you get? I'm cutting ties with you.
Good riddance. I don't have to worry about you begging me for money later. All you do is nag. I don't need you in my life.
Very well. See what happens. I don't care anymore. Paperwork concerning Dad is all done. I officially have no ties with you now. Don't ever contact me again. Goodbye.
Hold up. What about the inheritance?
Inheritance?
The $760,000. The paperwork's done, right? I don't see the money in my account.
Of course. The $760,000 is debt.
Debt?
Yes, $760,000 in debt.
What do you mean, debt? Dad wouldn't have debt.
It's probably because of all the trouble you caused him. It's not my problem. Goodbye.
Wait, so I'm not getting $760,000?
Yeah, you now owe it.
You must be kidding me. You said he had money, so I went out and bought all this stuff. You tricked me.
You're the one dumb enough to spend money you have yet to receive. It's not my problem.
Why wouldn't you tell me?
Why should I have?
Because that's common sense.
Don't lecture me about common sense. After you only paying 32 cents for condolences?
I has no money because of him.
But you go out and buy brand clothing and a luxury car? You make no sense. And of course, you never ended up coming to see him. You two are nuts.
Are you being serious about this debt? What's gonna happen to me?
Well, at least it's not actually $760,000 anymore. Part of it is paid off with the insurance money.
Good. You scared me. How much was his insurance money?
$530,000. So you only owe $230,000. Good thing, right? A lot less than before.
Why am I the one stuck with his debts?
Because I've waived my rights. You told me to do so, remember? So you're the only one left.
I said that thinking I was getting money. How could you? I refuse to inherit debt.
Then go ahead and waive your rights. I've done what I needed to do.
How do you do it? Shouldn't you take care of that part too?
I did what was my duty. Why do I have to do paperwork for you? Do it yourself.
Because you're my sister.
I told you, I'm cutting ties. We're not siblings anymore.
But you're the one taking care of him, so you should do it. I don't understand that stuff.
Don't come to me all of a sudden. When Dad collapsed, when he got hospitalized, it was all on me. Even the funeral, I did everything myself. I don't want to be associated with someone as heartless as you.
Sorry I made you do it all, but you knew my relationship with Dad wasn't good.
But he was still your father, and he cared for you. He paid for your tuition and debt. It's you who destroyed the relationship. And you go and make it his fault? I won't forgive you.
Ruby, calm down. I was so in need of money, I got carried away. You know how men can be so egotistic. I couldn't show face after all we went through.
But you still expect to receive money? That's amigo. You're just making excuses.
All right, I promise to become a new man. I'll go pay a visit to Dad's grave. So come on, help me with the paperwork.
Just go and consult an attorney. I had to depend on an attorney too.
That'll cost money.
How about you sell your car and luxury clothes?
I can't do that. My wife would kill me.
Then you'll have to do it yourself. Though it won't be easy. By the way, you have to do it within 3 months of his death.
What? I only have 2 months left?
Yep.
Is that even possible?
I don't know.
And what about the money I spent? Is it gonna come back?
Huh? What are you saying? Of course it's not coming back. You really just don't learn. You made that debt. It's your responsibility.
I can't repay this. I've already spent like $90,000.
Idiot. You're pathetic.
Come on, Ruby. You have a good job, but you must have some savings. Can't you lend me some?
Now you're coming to me for money?
You're the only family I have. I only have you to depend on.
You're not family anymore.
Please, Ruby. I'll never go splurging again. I'll work hard and repay you.
You said the same thing to Dad, but you never fulfilled your promise. I'm not kind enough to lend you money.
Come on. I'll do anything. Don't abandon me.
You have no more family to depend on, and it's your own fault. I don't need a brother that just comes begging me for money. Don't ever contact me again. You're completely useless to me. In fact, you're just a nuisance. My brother and his wife had quite a dispute over the inheritance. She threatened to divorce him if he sold the car and clothes. And while they were disputing, the time limit to waive rights had passed. So my brother got stuck with a $230,000 debt. My brother had no choice but to file for bankruptcy, and that triggered an ugly divorce battle. She also has the debt she made with my brother, so she can't become debt-free. But I think she realized that being with my brother would not do her any good. I don't know how things turned out, but I doubt it's any good. I actually wish for them to suffer for a while. I was shocked about my father's debt, but maybe it was his way of preventing my brother from receiving any inheritance. He would know what would happen if my brother had received a hefty sum of money. I only wish he is happily spending time with my mother in heaven. I cannot deny that I was lonely as a child with no mother, but I know how much love I received from my father. It is thanks to him I am where I am today. I will not forget to be grateful for what I have. If I continue to live down to earth, I believe I will be just fine.